A man once told me that I should take difficult woman out of the headline of my LinkedIn profile. And beyond the fact that telling me to do something is probably the fastest way to get me to not do it, what he was really saying was, if you could just soften the parts of you that make people uncomfortable, you'd get further. And I'm not interested. Not in that advice. Not from someone who doesn't have what I want. Because I'm not here to be palatable. I'm here to be powerful and precise. I'm not trying to play the game better. I am trying to figure out a new game that works for me. And here's the thing, difficult woman isn't just a cheeky tagline. It's a response to a culture that pathologizes women's honesty and women's voices. A culture where being direct is aggressive, setting boundaries is emotional, and disagreeing with bad leadership makes you a problem. None of that is hypothetical. We have data. We have the receipts. Women are interrupted more, promoted less, and called too much for behaviors that are strategic in men. Especially if you're neurodivergent, especially if you don't mask well. So yeah, difficult woman is the headline. Because that's what they call us when we stop pretending. You're listening to Difficult Women, a podcast for anyone who's ever been called too much, too direct, too emotional, or too ambitious in the wrong tone of voice. I'm Courtney Broderick, Silicon Valley survivor, late diagnosed neurodivergent woman, and a lifelong change agent who kept getting hired to challenge the system right up until it required actual change. I created this show because I wanted a platform, but not just for me. I wanted to create a space where women don't have to sand down their edges to be taken seriously. A space where being difficult isn't something to fix. It's the reason you're still here. You don't need to be more palatable. You need to be loud, honest, and unapologetically fucking inconvenient. Women's voices are under siege. Politically, economically. Roe fell. DEI is being dismantled. Moms are being arrested for refusing to sit down. While that happens, women over 40 are launching businesses at record rates without safety nets, without healthcare, capital, or rest. Gen X women, I'll have you know, 69% of all women business owners. Women aged 50 to 64, a quarter of new entrepreneurs. So women are building with no infrastructure, just truth, exhaustion, and refusal to keep contorting. So we're not burned out because we're not broken, or because we're not capable, or because we're not amazing. We're burned out because we're paying attention. That pain you feel, the tension in your body, it's not dysfunction, it's data. There was a team of 50 researchers that analyzed 55,000 psychology studies, and the most effective mental health skill that they found, psychological flexibility, the ability to sit with pain, notice what it's pointing to, and move towards what matters. And so that is one of our superpowers. We're not too emotional. We're just unwilling to self-abandon. And that makes us dangerous to broken systems. 20 years in tech. Always hired as the change agent. Always praised for pushing boundaries and being different until those boundaries push back. I learned how to shrink myself into something more strategic, but I never felt seen. I never felt heard. I also had invisible disabilities and existed in a much bigger body and didn't find out until 39 that I had ADHD and was dealing with CPTSD and unpacking trauma and all of this while still trying to climb the corporate ladder. But it wasn't that I didn't belong. It's that I was trying to earn space in rooms that were never built for people like me. So I'm ready to reclaim difficult as my banner and not have it pathologized against me. I'm not difficult because I'm emotional. I'm difficult because I see what you're pretending not to. And I'll say it out loud. So if you've ever reworded a sentence to make it less threatening, if you've ever toned yourself down just to keep your job, If you've ever felt like being honest made you a liability, this podcast is for you. This is not self-help, bitch. It is self-reclamation. You don't need more polish. You need more volume. And in my case, more pink. I'm not here to make you easier to manage. I'm here to help you get louder on purpose. Stay difficult. Rage wisely. And lead like the system was never built for you. Because it wasn't. Rest like it's resistance. And take care of yourself.